Welcome back to another Crop Talk with Karston. We have an exciting video this week. There were some big changes in the crop insurance industry and some very impactful changes from the bill that was recently signed. So let's take a look at those changes and how it impacts you and your operation. This video is just going to talk about the crop insurance changes. I realized that there was FSA changes in the bill as well that is impactful for farmers, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to take a look at the crop insurance changes. So as we take a look, one of the big changes is that beginning farmer ranchers, BFR, support has increased, and that is increasing the support from 5 years to 10 years. And they are waiting to get the exact schedule of how this is going to play out, but they talk about a little increased subsidy to start for beginning farmer ranchers, and then that would stagger off to the 10% that we're used to after the first few years. So big change there for beginning farmer ranchers. One question that still trying to get a little clarification on, but from our understanding is that if for those of you that are maybe been farming for 7, 8 years, whatever it is, that don't currently have BFR anymore on your policy because you're past those 5 years, for the 2026 crop year and forward, as long as you're under 10 years, you would get that extra support. Another big change is for SCO, supplemental coverage option. That coverage amount is going from 86% up to 90%, and then the subsidy is increased from 65% to 80%. So for those of you that are familiar with SCO, it covers you from your underlying policy coverage amount, which maybe let's say it's 70, 75%, whatever it is, up to now 90%, and it's going to make it more affordable because the subsidy is increased up to 80%. So that's a big change. It could be very impactful for farmers, especially in our areas. And then the subsidy has been increased for optional and basic units. We'll get a schedule out for the changes on that for you shortly. And then the maximum coverage level for whole farm revenue protection and similar programs such as CLIP has increased to 90%. And then one additional change that wasn't included in the bill, but has recently come out that will be in effect for the 2026 crop year and on, is margin coverage option. So MCO. We'll talk more in depth of how that's going to work out, but that's just something to look out for the 26 crop year. These are all changes that are going to be big time changes for the 26 crop year, and we'll spend more time talking about them as we get closer to the sales closing date for the 2026 crop year. But all in all, just wanted to get this information out there for you guys so that you're aware of the big changes that are ahead. They're very exciting changes and are very beneficial for farmers. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We're happy to talk about the changes and how they can impact you and the decisions you make going forward for your policy. So thanks for joining us. Please let us know if you have questions or if you want us to cover any certain topics. Have a great rest of your day.